Good day, everybody. I am Francois David Martino, the CEO of Becker Service, a company located in north of Germany. And before I'm going into the topics of the outlook and the forecast of 2022 for Service Center, I would like to share with you a few information regarding Becker Service. First of all, Becker is the largest European flat steel service center in Europe. We have a shipment volume of around about 900,000 tons per year, and we achieve, according to the selling price of the steel, sales volume of around about 600 million euro. We have 500 employees, mainly located in Böhmen, close to Dortmund. But we also have few representative offices all around Germany. At Becker, we provide material availability of over 140,000 tons of pre-finished coils, and we have permanently around about 20,000 tons of finished material available for our customers to call for delivery. We are one of the reliable partners in the automotive industry. And for small and medium enterprises, automotive represents around about 50% of our volume. And we are offering the greatest possible flexibility through manufacturer independence, meaning we are a service center which does not belong to a steel producer, and therefore we have complete freedom of sourcing the material which are the best value, quality, per price. We are able to deliver within 24 hours everywhere in Germany. The processing market is a market which represents in Europe 28 million tons of flat steel, including for Germany to 8 million roundabout. These 8 millions are covered by, I would say, 15, 20 service centers essentially. And the cost drivers of this industry are based on the steel price, of course, but also on the cost of logistics, the cost of transformations, and also the cost of fixed costs you need in terms of sales, in terms of backup office, and in terms of supply. Right now, the situation is that the high cost of steel has brought a natural higher margin in 2021 for a lot of processing service center, which has a historical high record in terms of revenue and results. We had, although, despite this excellent situation for the service center like ours, who are working essentially or for a big part for the automotive industry, to face a lot of shortage in the supply chain regarding the semiconductor situation, which has hindered the volume which we evaluate of 30% lower than it was planned in the automotive part. This results, of course, to a higher stock level in the service centers in Germany, mostly, and in Europe in general. Basically, our stock level is double than it should be, due to non-called volume from the automotive industry, which is making the service centers, but also the tier 1, tier 2 suppliers in a difficult situation. Facing the high price evolution we had this year, the complete value chain of the automotive industry require a financial effort which is more than double than it was the year before. And this is putting a lot of companies in difficulties, and therefore companies who are not capable to finance the current high price level and at the same time the high stock level in the automotive industry are facing huge financial risk. Therefore, we are extremely careful on the credit lines provided to our customers, and we follow essentially customers who has been working with us since years and can show a very reliable sound financing. We see in terms of price evolution an increase which has reached a high level in July. And since September, October, the prices has come to, let's say, adjustment, a lower few percent adjustment, where basically we end up with prices for hot rolled round about 900. And these prices are stabilizing for the time being. The current call to deliver from automotive is not getting better. And this is also creating or accumulating stock in the value chain. And on top of that, we can add that some import volume, which has been coming to delivery September, October, are increasing the availability of the market, of volume on the market. Despite that, we don't see any price reduction from the steel producers, and therefore we believe that the prices will remain high. Outlook 2022, we believe that the volumes for next year, and especially in the first quarter, will be lower than the volume from the previous year. And we expect that there will be some stock adjustment, and tier 1, tier 2 suppliers, as well service center, will regulate the high volume in stocks they have currently in quarter 1. And therefore, the order level on the steel producers on the first quarter will remain on a low level. Despite that, we expect that the semiconductor problem will start to be solved for some companies who has been able to manage that crisis in a better way for end of first quarter. But most of the OEMs in the automotive industry will see the increase of production taking place around about June, July. At that time, we may face again availability shortage of steel, as we don't see any import activities taking place in Europe and bringing volume out of Asia or Middle East or in Russia. So one of the key problems we will face, I believe, is a financial risk in the next months, where we may face some payment issues for some companies, and some companies will not be able to finance their working capital. We also see that on the consumer side, the demand remains high, and this is for us a fundamental driver to see if our activity will remain high or not. When the demand is high, whether we have some shortage here and there in the value chain, at the end of the day, the OEMs will have to produce the cars and deliver the cars. And we believe that in this case, we will face a huge demand in the automotive industry not later than quarter 3 next year. To take an example, Volkswagen Golf has a huge demand of several hundreds of thousands of cars, which cannot be fulfilled due to the shortage of semiconductors. Nevertheless, we believe that these requirements will come to a delivery point, and we are preparing ourselves to be able to deliver and to follow our customers. In terms of competitiveness impact, we see a difference between Europe, Asia, and USA, since the safeguards, the import taxes play an important role now in terms of flow of material between the different continents. Nevertheless, the 232 clause between US and Europe being eased, we will see much more export from the steel producer in Europe to the US, which will put a little bit pressure in our European market in terms of availability of products in 2022. That's it from my side in terms of current situation for service centers in Germany and Europe.